What the hell does SoundHound have to do with Red Lobster? And what does it mean about its valuation and its potential moving forward? Find out all of that and more in today's SoundHound, ticker symbol SOUN analysis video here on Courage Pays Better Than Fear Trading. Let's go. What is going on, everyone? Jeremy Ritz here. Courage Pays Better Than Fear Trading. And today we are taking a look at none other than SoundHound. I know how much you guys love SoundHound. There are a lot of investors out there, a lot of people who trade this ticker. And so I wanted to take a few moments today to do an update in terms of where this stock is. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, what do SoundHound and Red Lobster have in common? And I wanted to bring that up here today as the starting point for this video before we dig into the charts. And here it is right here. So SoundHound stock gets boost from Red Lobster partnership. So it says SoundHound AI has partnered with Red Lobster, the world's largest and most iconic seafood restaurant chain, to launch an AI-powered phone ordering system across all locations. The initiative aims to streamline and simplify takeout ordering, enhance the overall guest experience, and provide meaningful support to in-restaurants teams. And if we look here, it goes on to give strategic implications. It highlights the growing demand for AI-driven ordering solutions in the restaurant industry. And partnerships not only add a marquee client, but also strengthens the case for its broader restaurant adoption across national chains. And that's really one of the most important things, is that SoundHound partnering with Red Lobster opens the door for other companies to do the same. So potentially we might see more businesses, restaurants specifically, stepping up to form partnerships with SoundHound. So it's something that we want to keep an eye on. And then just some of the other headlines that have come in here on SoundHound, we can see that we have a price target. SoundHound was maintained with a price target of $18 a share by H.C. Wainwright and Company. So we did get that. There was a bit of insider selling where one of the executives right here, we could see actually a few of the executives sold shares. So that's pretty common. And in fact, executives do have, as part of their compensation agreement or as part of owning shares of the company, they have certain times when they have to sell, so that those disposal of those shares could be aligned with that. So just a few updates in terms of news happening with SoundHound. So it's the Red Lobster partnership. We did get maintenance of a price with $18. You had some insider selling, but more importantly, let's take a look at the charts, because that's what we always do here. And as we talked about last time, this lower supportive trend line that we discussed is really in place. And we can see, if we just go back to July of this year, we are making higher highs. And notice every time we make those higher highs, we come down, we retest that trend line, we push back up. We retested that $17 area, which was a strong area of resistance on August 13th. And then what happened from there is we came down and we retested that trend line again. And then we slowly pushed up, created a bit of a bull flag here, came back down into that trend line one more time, and you can see the volume uptick here. And then we pushed up once again and broke above $17. Look at this beautiful candle close above that 17 area, pushed up above that and got to a high of $19.34 on September 23rd. So that was just last week. And then from there, you had your people stepping in to take profits, probably some of your bears coming in here to short, push this back down. And in fact, we are right back down here at that supportive trend line. So there could be an opportunity here on SoundHound to take this a bit higher. And notice too, here on the VRVP, we are sitting on two thick volume nodes. We have a little bit of an indecision candle that's building today when I'm recording this, October 1st. Happy October to all of you out there. And so let's see what we're going to do from here. But again, that supportive trend line holding, a little bit of bounce coming in. The 10 right now is serving as resistance. We are below it, but let's see what we could do before the end of the day. And in fact, this is a decent spot to attempt a swing trade here, because again, if we just go look at the way the price action has moved, making a new higher high, coming down, retesting the supportive trend line area, pushing back up, dropping back down, retesting the supportive trend line area, pushing back up, coming down, testing that supportive trend line area, pushing back up, coming down. You get the point. We are back at that spot. So let's see what we do here. Now, the key areas of resistance we want to watch obviously will be $17. And we actually do have a little tiny gap here at $17.41. So we'll watch between that $17 mark and $17.41 as first areas of resistance. And then if we're able to squeeze back above that, we want to watch that 2022 high once again at $18.27. And then from there, the most recent high here at $19.32, we will be watching as a resistance point as well to see if people are taking profit. But if we take out this recent high here, then the all-time high of 25.03 from last December is definitely on the table. We're going to have an earnings report coming for SoundHound right around the beginning of November. It says right now here on TradingView November 6th, but that's not accurate. It's not been made official, but we can generalize that first week of November potentially being the time when they're going to report. So there you have it. We have some news related to SoundHound, the Red Lobster partnership, which is pretty wild here. But this pattern is holding tight. We are testing that supportive trend line. We're finding a bounce. We're back down there now. So there could be an opportunity for a swing trade. And we're going to pay attention to those resistance areas I pointed out. And if we can get above that $19.31 area, potentially this thing can move back up to all-time highs. Let me know your thoughts. Are we going to fill that gap? Do we break above that $19 resistance? Do we hit all-time highs before the end of the year? I know that you guys love SoundHound. Drop those comments below, and I'll see you back here the next time we take a look at your favorite stock out there, SoundHound. Make it a great day.